Hi everyone, I'm Heather Shusterman, and welcome back to Psychology Facts. Today we will be discussing DID, dissociative identity disorder. There are three main dissociative disorders, which are in the DSM-5, but like I said, we'll be only focusing on this one today. DID, dissociative identity disorder, which used to be known as multiple personality disorder, is characterized by at least two distinct and enduring personalities living inside of a person. Now, that is all I'm going to say for now. Let's move on to today's questions. Our first question comes from a lady known as Anonymous.
Hello. Like I said, I would like my face and my name to be hidden for this video, but I do have a question, or two actually. So, how do people get DID, and how do you know you have it? Thank you.
Great question, ma'am. Or well, questions. Before I answer them for you, I would like to explain that these personalities and these people are completely different. They all have different backstories, they may have different voices, different ages, different accents. A lot of them may have different jobs with the host, such as the protectors of the host or anything like that. Some of them may require eyeglasses while some don't. So that's just how different these personalities actually are. Now, most dissociative disorders come from childhood or long-term childhood trauma. So for children, it is easier for them to dissociate and view the situation from another point of view, or block it out, one of those two. So if some type of abuse, such as physical or sexual abuse, is happening for a long period of time, a child can develop dissociative identity disorder. And dissociative identity disorder is most likely going to be paired with dissociative amnesia. So the symptoms for all dissociative disorders kind of tie together. They don't all occur in dissociative identity disorder, but there's a possibility that they can. So the symptoms are memory loss, so amnesia of with people, personal information or events, detachment from yourself or emotions, perception that the people around you or the world around you is unreal, problems or stress with relationships, work, or major life events like that, or life areas, not being able to cope well with emotional or professional stress, blurred identity, or mental disorders such as depression, anxiety, mental issues actually, suicidal thoughts, and attempts, Alright, well that's about it to answer her questions. On to the next question, or possibly two, from Molly.
Oh my god, hi! So, I have a question. Go away! Stupid dog. Come here. Come on, this is my dog. Hi. Okay, so we have a question. Isn't that right, Bruiser? Okay, we have a question. So, okay, well, actually we have two. So how do you treat DID? And how, if you have a friend with this disorder, because I think I do. I was talking to her online the other day, oh my god, she's so funny. But yeah. But if you have a friend with that, because I think she told me she had it, but maybe yeah. She did. Yeah. Okay. So how do you help them, or what do you do as a friend of them? How do you help with that or deal with that? Like, what do you do? Okay, bye!
Well, Molly, you're a very energetic person. And to answer your questions, for treatment, mostly just long-term psychotherapy and medications. And by the way, these medications are not to just treat DID itself, they're to treat the depression, anxiety, or prevent the anxiety, depression, and psychosis. And if you have a friend with DID, first of all, know the symptoms so you know what to expect. Well, generally what to expect. Second of all, just don't be too judgmental, because it's harder for people like that to want to get help if they just are being judged by it and know that they're going to be judged for having some kind of mental illness or just that being mentally ill, stuff like that. And 3, if you know the person well enough, ask questions. Just show that you care. Just show that you care about them. Ask questions about their experiences, just about everything. Just make sure they're comfortable with it first, and make sure you actually know them well enough to a point where you're both comfortable with discussing it. And just show that you care by discussing it with them. That's all we have for today for Psychology Facts. Be sure to tune in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. This has been Heather Shusterman. Goodbye.